This is my second time filming these because my camera died, but today I'm going to be breaking down One Shot, which was the single, or one of my singles, off of my album, my first album, Take Two. Today I'm just going to be breaking down the production of it and basically how this song came to life and how it was made. So I do use Logic, and fun fact, use all stock settings. So for this song, everything you see here is all the Logic stock settings, all the synths, drums, literally everything. So let's get right to it. Off the jump, we already have two things going on. I have this cool synth here. And a guitar. This is a guitar. So there's a couple guitars going on here in this track, and something you will see is I put this thing called N-verb on it, and it is a Logic stock setting reverb. I don't know the textbook definition on how to describe it, and actually that's for a lot of the settings on here. I wouldn't be able to explain it to you very well, just because I work with my ears. And so this setting is on, I think, all of the guitar settings. What it does for me when I'm putting it on something, it makes it sound like it's in a room or a hall. And usually, I like to always advocate for the more authentic feel, which I often do. You know, I'll put like a mic maybe back here, and then I'll stand back here, and sometimes I'll sing or play guitar so that when the audio is capturing it, it sounds like it's in a room. You know, it sounds like I'm singing from far away, and that's a thing that most artists do to make a more natural sounding feel. But when I get lazy, or if I feel like, honestly, this setting here is going to do it for me in a little bit better way, that's what I use it for. So without it, it sounds like this. It's a huge difference. So yeah, we have these guitars going on here. I think I just put, I put N-verb, chorus, and ensemble on it just to give it more depth. I want it to sound a little bit more full. So, for the beat now, this beat's pretty simple. This whole project actually is not that complicated. There's not much going on here, as you can see. And compared to actually a lot of my newer projects, this is a very small project. This is it. This is literally everything, and it's not that much. With a lot of my newer stuff, what I like to do is I like to work on two projects. So the first one would be the instrumental, and then I would export that and then open a new one and put vocals on top of it. That's mostly because like I like to EQ the f*** out of everything, and like I don't know if that's really, I don't know if this is an abnormal thing to do, to have two projects, but I often do that. Honestly, it's a lot less, you know, cluster. I feel like everything is more visually okay. So for the beat here, this is what we have. So we just have this kick. I think I just put reverb on it. That's all I have to do, just add some reverb, you know? So yeah, this is what we have going on for the beat. When we get towards the chorus and further on, I kind of started to add just a little bit more. So we have this right here, I think really is one of the leading synths and tones for the song, is this right here. So without everything, it sounds like this, and that sounds terrible. Yeah, I hate it. But I was like, I really need to shape it to how I want it to sound. and the vibe I was really going for was a very spacey kind of nighttime vibe. A little bit eerie. I wanted things to sound a little bit off-putting. So, you already know we have Enverb and Bit Crusher on here already. You know, me and Enverb and Bit Crusher were like this, okay? It never does me wrong. It really doesn't. So, I EQ'd it. And the reason I really love adding Bit Crusher on literally everything is because it's so, the range is crazy. I feel like Bit Crushers can make things sound more eerie, more nostalgic sounding. It can give things more air. You know, if I do more breakdowns, I think you're going to see Bit Crusher on literally everything I do. Because I just really love how it can make things sound and how it shapes things. I really do like this synth here. I like this synth. This is probably one of my favorites since I added on here. I feel like it gives it a lot more of a texture to it and a lot more like dirt on it. So this is basically what all of the synths and guitar sound like together. Yeah, so like I said, not very much going on with the instrumental. It's really just a matter of taking things out, putting things in. The goal is just to really make things sound a little bit bigger than they really are. And that's just by adding a lot of different elements to the synths or the guitars just to make it sound a little bit more spacey and airy. Now onto the vocals here. Same thing really, you know, not anything really too crazy. We just have, you know, main vocals, harmonies, double. One of the best aspects to this song that makes the song are probably, I would say, like the vocal ad-libs that I add towards the end, which I will break down. That and the lead synth going on, I think those are really like the glue to the track. But yeah, so we have a main vocal here. We have a double with it.
You see, if I could just get it.
This echo.
No ways to make you feel so wrong. You know, get it.
And then we have these harmonies.
Do you ever think of me? 'Cause you know I'm in paradise when your hands on my body. One shot, you got it. One shot, you got it.
Cool, pretty cool. So after the chorus, we have this part going on here.
Don't you realize to be in love with you?
Just a regular setting. I just put some vocal shit on it. So without it, it just sounds like this.
Don't you realize to be in love with you?
And then we have these two on top of it. I don't know, I really like to add Bit Crusher to everything. You know, the reason I like to add a lot of these effects, you know, the goal for me is just to try and create more layers of sounds and to make it as cohesive as I can with what I'm going for. I think actually that's like a huge focal point in the whole production of this is I wanted it to have a lot of vocally experimental things on here. So pre-chorus.
Take it back, swear I'm bitter.
Okay, so this is here where we get introduced to the vocal chops, right? I mean, like I said, man, all I do is, you know, I just take what I just said And I just chop them up. As you can see, I just copy and pasted it here. And I think I just put distortion, tape delay. Something as simple as that I feel like adds so much more to vocals and editing. The little things matter, you know? Nothing else really happens until we get to the second chorus where I add just a little bit more vocals. Something I like to do with my vocals for a lot of tracks are towards the end, or like if I do a second chorus, or you know, towards the last half of the song, I kind of just copy and paste the, you know, the vocals I already have, and then I just add more harmonies on top of it. Usually, I think I shoot for around like 3 to 4 extra harmonies, just to give it, you know, a little bit more of a build. And then I did add this kind of main harmony going on. It sits right on top of the main vocal. It has, I think, most of the same settings as the main vocal, versus the harmonies kind of, you know, sitting more further in the back here.
One shot, you got it. One shot, you got it. One shot, you got it.
And then towards the end is where I started to incorporate all of these vocal chops going on here.
Don't you realize to be last where I'm better? Don't you forget that when we're together, always to make you feel so wrong.
You know, it's really nothing crazy, but it's kind of the, you know, intention and placement is what I think kind of makes it sound pretty good. But all it is, you know, I'm just taking clips of all of the vocals I did, and I'm just putting some reverb and distortion on it, truthfully. That's all it is. That's it. And so all I did was, you know, I listened to the vocal and I just started to chop certain parts towards the end, and I really liked how it turned it out, so. But yeah, that's really it for One Shot. It's not that big of a project, but I love every aspect I added to it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. For my audio wizards out there, or maybe just anybody who is curious to see how the production of the track is and all the elements I added to it. So I really hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I can make this into a cool series. I am planning to do a song off my EP. Think I might do What Do I Have to Lose? I don't know. But if you guys have a specific song that you would like me to do, I will absolutely break it down for you. I'm planning to do the old stuff, and then hopefully gradually I'll get into maybe expanding more of the songs I did on Fractured. My camera keeps turning off weird. But I hope you guys enjoyed that, and if you guys have any specific songs, like I said, I will absolutely do them. And One Shot, go stream One Shot on everywhere.